What's up? This is take three. Take three of what's that?
Sister chat.
That's right. And we love you guys so much. We were like, you know what? Screw the technology issues. We're going to do this no matter what. So we are back and we are here to talk to you about some of the craziness that's been happening all around the news over this last week. I mean, the week has been nuts. I have seen everything from meth gators. Yes, I'm talking about meth the drugs and alligators, but we're not talking about that today. To Ja Rule acting a fool. Okay, let's just call it that. Let's just call it that. Okay. So sisters, let's have a chat. Let's go ahead. Let's do this. I'm calling it the weekly roundup because there was just so much going on. We're not gonna be able to fit it all in, but let's hit at least three of these crazy stories. So first things first. Did you hear about Queen Bee?
Which one?
Precisely. Now, for me, I got very confused because, as far as I'm concerned, there is exactly one Queen Bee, but Britney Spears had something to say about that this week. And so I want to know what you guys think. If you have not caught this story, those of you in the sisterhood, here's what happened. Britney Spears, the singer, I just want to make sure we're all very clear about who I'm talking about here because I was confused. She has this Instagram post that said, to all of my fans that call me Queen Bee, I believe this would be more accurate. And it was a bejeweled bee and a crown. And I literally was like, say what? Say what? Britney Spears. Like, I literally was like making songs in my head trying to understand what song made her Queen Bee. Like, I was just so confused. But this took Twitter on a tizzy. So I want to know what you guys think. Obviously, there are three people who claim Queen Bee status. The one and only Beyonce, right? Apparently Miss Britney Spears, which is like news to me, but maybe not to you. I want to know what you guys think. And of course, Lil Kim, right? So Lil Kim, the hip hop heads are like, look, when she came out, her first debut solo release, that was her nickname. She was Queen Bee, you know, and she calls herself the Queen of Rap. Cool, whatever. I'm talking about in 2020, guys. Who do you think is the real Queen Bee? Who wants to? I'm seeing some faces here. Go ahead, Sharice. Go ahead.
Right. So listen. Okay, y'all. I love Britney Spears, but what in the entire Beyonce? Okay. So apparently, y'all know Britney Spears has had a couple of nicknames in the past. They have called her Godney. Okay. The Holy Spirit. Okay. These are nicknames that she's had. Okay, but she never was called Queen Bee. She has even been called the Princess of Pop. So I don't understand when she went from being a princess to the Queen Bee. Like, when did you get that upgrade, girl? Because Beyonce did not upgrade you. Okay, I'm just saying, like, I get it. Like, she is a queen in her own right, but like the B part just, I think that's reserved for Beyonce. You know, and I know that a lot, right? And I know that a lot of people, you know, like in real life, like you share names. Like, there was actually, even in my middle school, there was a girl named Britney Spears that went to my middle school, and it wasn't Britney Spears, right? But like, and even like in the UK though, like for artists, you have to sign up with the union with your name, and if anybody else has that name, you can't use it because it's, you know, it's kind of confusing to people. We don't want people to be confused. But you know, in this case, I really think that the only person who is confused is Britney, bitch.
Yes, yes, all day.
That's all I've been
And I
thinking
just
about
want
her.
to say this before Shelly Shells and Shanika pop on. Let me say, Britney Spears, we are not shading you.
No.
We recognize the talent. We recognize the 90s and 2000s phenom that you are. Hello, Vegas residency, boo. You have done your thing. But like Cherie said, as far as I know, you were the princess of pop, so it was very confusing to me. What do you say, Shelly Shell?
Okay, so I have never heard anybody claim, call, say anything about Britney Spears being the queen bee. I've never, ever, 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 ever heard that. I think she's a little delusional. I mean, we know her past. She has some issues. Um, I'm not gonna elaborate on that. I'm just saying. So yeah, I think no, not happening.
So who is the real queen bee?
Okay, so I grew up with Queen Bee as Lil Kim. I did. But Lil Kim doesn't have anything out right now, does she? When has she been on top? It's been in a while. It's been a while. And, you know, royalty, don't they eventually pass the throne to the next person? So I would say in 2020, the real queen bee or the queen bee of 2020 would be Beyonce because she's still on top right now. Now I am in no way a part of the beehive. I do like Beyonce, but I'm not a part of the
beehive.
I'm not a part. I like her. I think she can sing. I like her, but I'm not a super fan like most people are. But I'm gonna give her props. She is queen right now.
And not just right now, let's just be clear. Beyonce is a phenom, like a 20-year track history in this industry. And so that is why I think I was so confused by this Britney Spears thing, because yes, Britney has some longevity in this industry, but like when we start talking about this level of success, and when you talk about passing the throne, right, passing the crown, it's not going backwards. No shade, right? Like Beyonce's gonna be passing that one off to little Blue Ivy, right? Shanika, what do you think?
Okay. I personally feel like kind of like Rochelle, you know, I feel like they're all queen bees. I have heard people call Britney Spears queen bee in the LGBTQ community. She has been called queen bee, you guys.
I don't know. A lot of that beehive is in the LGBTQ community as well, and I know that they become queen bee too. So
back
that's
in the day, back in the day, I have heard it.
Oh, okay. Historically speaking.
I feel like Lil Kim has been queen bee, Britney Spears has been queen bee, and currently the queen is of them all is Beyonce currently. And then maybe in some years we'll have another queen bee. You know what I mean? But they all have been queen bee. Beyonce.
Will the real queen bee please stand up? And the only person that will. Well, hold on a second. We might have someone else in the running. Alrighty then, queen. Alrighty. Look, that's one topic. Let's move ahead along. That was too good. We're gonna leave that right there.
I want to know from our people in our sisterhood who they think the real queen bee is. So you guys put it in the comments who you think the real queen bee is.
Let us know in the comments who is the real queen bee. And hey, is it Britney Spears? Is it Shelly Shells? Is it Beyonce? Or is it Lil Kim? All right. So that's one story that was like grooving on the internet this week that had me confused. Now, another story that was going around on the internet that I thought was really interesting was someone else got canceled, right? We've been talking about cancel culture for the past couple of shows. Someone else got canceled, guys. Did you hear about this? Summer blockbuster season canceled.
Why?
Canceled. It's so sad. So, you know, a lot of movies we've been waiting for the releases of movies and TV shows. Y'all, Grey's Anatomy got cut 4 episodes because of coronavirus, and it was like so painful for me because I wanted to know all of the things. And it's so sad to hear, but more movies have gotten their things pushed back, and the internet has been like a tizzy about it, right? So my first question for you around this topic: what were you hoping to see, right? Like summer is movie season. It's a great time for shows. What's the one show or movie that you totally are so ready to get your fix of? Shelly Shell?
Um, I really don't know. Like, I'm not somebody who like has to go see the latest movie. I can wait for it to come out on Netflix. I can wait for it to come out on regular TV, honestly. Like, I don't have to go out to see the next movie. So I'm not really up on what's out. Now, what I did want to see and I did get to see was Insecure. Like, I'm waiting for that next season to come out. But I don't know. What's something good? What's something I should be wanting to see? I don't know. Can y'all comment in the comments? Let me know what I'm missing.
Yes, let her know, y'all, because she sounds crazy, don't she? Like, we are living in our houses in Corona season. It has been months since we have been free, and they have canceled summer blockbuster season. How about you, Shawnee? What in the world were you hoping to get a fix of?
I'm kind of like Shelly. I really don't go to the movies much just because I got these kids and stuff. And I just watch like I've been really enjoying Disney Plus lately. So I'm cool watching all the old school like Disney Pluses and stuff. So I personally don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. I have been waiting for the Orville to come out. I feel like I've been waiting for like a year for the next season. So whenever that comes out, like I'll be happy to watch that, but that's just on like regular TV. Um, but yeah, I'm so there is like I heard that they're gonna be putting some plays and stuff online. So that'll be nice to watch.
You said
Yeah,
some
Hamilton.
play
Hamilton comes out this weekend, I believe. On
Yeah,
Disney
Hamilton.
Plus.
Disney Plus. Yeah, Hamilton comes on July the 6th.
Yeah, guys. So I mean, I'm cool with it right now. I'm not trying to get Corona in the movie theater, so I'm cool.
Word, word. How about you, Sharice? What are you feeling for?
Yeah, well, first of all, I'm really sad because obviously these movies are like just having movies and being an artist is like important, and like not being able to see stuff is like ugh. But okay, so y'all can call me a theater geek if you want to, but I was super excited for In the Heights, which was supposed to come out in June, which is gone basically. And so now it's like basically they're saying it's not going to come out until next June, guys, like a whole year.
Is the movie already created
Well,
and I just can't release it, or what?
well, I don't know. Maybe they didn't finish filming all of their scenes and everything. I'm not sure because the thing is, right? Like post production can still happen right now, and like I have a lot of friends that do post, and they're like, editing and like animation is still, they're still working, and voiceover and all those artists are still able to work. But the problem too is that like you can't just because you can release the film doesn't mean, or because the film's done doesn't mean you can release it if people can't go to the movie theater. And since the movie theaters are saying like they're not going to be open until January 2021 in some places, like they're not going to waste their money and their investors' money on opening, putting a film up if no one's going to be able to watch it. But so like I was also super excited to see the animated film Soul. I don't know if you guys have seen this with Jamie Foxx and Tina Fey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, like, oh, I really want to see this. And I'm kind of like, just like, maybe they'll release it like on one of these platforms, like on Disney Plus or something, because like, dude, like I have a projector in my house. We can make the movies, okay?
I love it. I love it. Soul looks so good. I'm going to tell you the movie that I have been wanting to see. Antebellum. Have you guys seen the trailer for this movie? Holy shnikes. Antebellum. It has Janelle Monáe. It's from the people who brought us Get Out and Us.
Oh,
And
that movie.
yes, and she's like living her best life, doing like just being black girl magic, and then the next thing you know, she's in like back in slavery times. I don't even understand. I've watched like four different versions of the trailer, and I want to see this movie. And they just announced that they pushed it back again, and I'm like, yo, yo, can I rent out a theater and just watch it myself? Because like I'm waiting.
Seriously, we're all like literally sitting here waiting. And I follow Gabourey Sidibe on IG and stuff. And first of all, she's so funny. She's hilarious on there. So you guys should follow her. Just a little plug for her. But she's like so like heartbroken because they keep pushing it going back. And like I'm like, girl, I'm with you. Like can we see this show? Can we see this movie? So I'm with you.
Exactly. It's like, dude, there are some things that I have got to see. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, Twitter went a little crazy when they announced that summer blockbuster season was basically canceled. I don't know if y'all saw this, but they started posting about their favorite movie moments. I mean, people were bringing up all kinds of my first date and this time when this guy was trying to pretend he wasn't crying. Like all of these movie moments, right? They're like, we can't go back to the movie theater, and I remember I used to do this. So I want to know what are some of your favorite movie moments, right? And if you don't have a theater specific moment, what's a favorite moment around a movie that you've seen before? So I'm gonna go first because I'm gonna let you guys think about it a little bit. But y'all, the first time I went to Studio Movie Girl, it was like the coolest thing I ever heard. I didn't know you could go to a movie and you could have a full out reclining sofa and you could have someone bring you food and then you could get refills. When I first started going, girl, they used to give you refills on pizza. I mean, it was like the coolest experience I had. Like, I didn't know movies could be so cool. Right? It was like you could get popcorn in the past, and all of a sudden I'm sitting in a recliner, feet up, hanging out. And it's so funny because Jason and I went when we first started dating to Studio Movie Girl, and he picked the worst possible movie ever in life. Like I was like, I don't know if I can date this man because he has terrible taste. It was some kind of weird like kung fu style movie, and it was like I mean, it was bad. It was bad, and it was
That
like
sounds
this.
like something Jason would pick.
Yeah, right. It was so bad. He was like, "I'm sorry about this movie. I'm sorry about this movie," but I couldn't help but think like, dude, it's cool because like I literally just spent these last hour and 40 minutes sitting back, enjoying food. Somebody brought me a drink to my seat. It was so fun, and I always love that kind of experience. And you can go to the theater and it feels like a whole date, right? You don't have to go to the movies. You have to go eat first and then go to the movies. It's like a whole vibe. So I love that. So that's my movie memory. Trish, what you got?
God, I don't think. Oh God. Well, I told you guys. Actually, it's not my favorite, but I did tell you guys before about when I went on that date with that guy, and we went to the movies, and he was like so annoying. Like, first of all, he kept talking to me in the middle of the movie, like, "Oh, that's that girl that did this and that." I'm like, just be quiet. Like, okay, I know we could look at the IMDb later. We could see what movie she was in. Like, you don't got to tell me. And then I guess he was upset because like I was kind of telling him to be quiet. So he like sunk down in his seat like this. And then he put his feet up on the back of the person in front of us chair, guys. Like, are you kidding? Yeah, yeah. He did that. And then he started throwing popcorn at people.
Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah, and we were grown people. This wasn't like when we was 15 or something. Like we were like in our 20s, okay? And I was like, dude. So needless to say, I never saw him again. But but that was not I was not that's not a favorite memory. That's just one that came up just now when you said that.
That's a really good choice, right? Because movies bring all kinds of experiences, right? Some are good, some are great, some are crazy.
Word. But I thought when you asked that question, you were saying like, what was some of the favorite moments from movies? In which, if that was the question, I would have said Ricky. Or when Simba said, "Dad, I was the stampede. I don't wake up, Dad." Oh my God.
First of all, do not bring up my two favorite movies and their saddest parts when we're trying to have a conversation. I cannot handle it.
Sorry. So good though.
I picked those movie moments too, good ones. What about you, Shelly Shells? What you got, girl?
So I definitely would have picked the Ricky moment in Boys in the Hood. That is my favorite movie. I would have picked that. But as far as like movie experience, I guess I would say was when Black Panther came out. Me and one of my best friends, we went and we got us some nice little African attire, and we did the whole Black Panther Wakanda whole. We got all dressed up, went to the movies, and it was so cool to see all these people in the movie theater dressed up too. And then, of course, as movies going on, everybody's talking. It was like family in the movie theater. It was fun. So I think that would be like one of my best movie experiences.
That's a really cool. That's a dope one. How about you, Shani? What you got, girl?
So I think my favorite movie experience would be, I think Caleb was about 2 years old and Jupiter Ascending was coming out and I wanted to see it so bad. I guess you can call it like a sci-fi adventure superhero type movie thing. And I wanted to see it. So like me and Caleb went. I fed him dinner and I got him all cozied up and we got to the movie theater. He was sleeping, which was fun because mommy got to watch her movie. So, that was my favorite experience.
I actually really love that story. Like it's so beautiful, and you were like grinning from ear to ear as you're sharing it. So like I love that you shared that with us. All right, final story of the week that we have got to talk about because y'all, I saw this and I was like, what's happening? Why in the world would Ja Rule be trending? Yeah, I gotta know what you guys think of the viral video of Ja Rule promoting being the face of Papa Cristo's Greek Grill in Los Angeles. This video was so hilarious. Dude is throwing up pitas. He's mispronouncing everything on the menu. And I don't have words. What are your words, Shanika?
I'm like picturing it all in my head.
So bad.
I think was a smart marketing move for that company because literally he's trending. I mean, I don't know if people are gonna go get their food,
No,
but they're
people are gonna go
it.
get. I want to go get some food.
I think it was hilarious. I didn't know if it was real or not at first. I thought it was like a funny comedy skit thing, but it was real and it was hilarious. And I mean, it was funny. I'm still laughing at it.
Oh my gosh, Shelly Shells, girl, what did you think when you saw this mess?
I agree with Shanika. I think it was a very smart marketing tool to use him. I mean, he's saying like he's mispronouncing the food. It was so bad that it was so good. And I kind of wish I lived in Los Angeles because I want to go try the food.
Wow, that's wow. Sheree, I have so many thoughts, but I want y'all to go first. Sheree, what you got, girl?
It was like a train wreck or like even like a car wreck, right? So it was so bad, right? But like as you're driving by, you just gotta look at it. Like I can't stop looking at it. But it hurt me. I ain't gonna lie, it hurt for me to look at it. And it's so funny because I was thinking like, maybe like Shanika said, like maybe Ja Rule is acting again, like maybe he's trying that again and he's doing comedy now and this is a movie. I said, shoot, they canceled the summer blockbusters, so they said we're gonna give you a little movie real quick or something. Like I did not believe that. When my friend actually told me about it first, and when he told me about it, I'm like, don't send me this kind of fun, like this stuff. This is not real. Like, why would you send me this video? Like, who inserted Ja Rule? And like, he looks like he's floating. Like, did he do it in front of a green screen? Like, because also it's COVID-19, so like you didn't really probably go to the restaurant. Like,
You definitely did, right?
and you don't know how to say the words. Like, where was his coach, like, to teach him like how to say the names of the Greek food? Like, I don't know. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I would go and get some food, maybe not from them, but they did make me want to get some Greek food just because, like, yeah.
Okay, so one thing, right? It has come out now that this was a part of a campaign, right? So Mayim Bialik, I never say her name right, Blossom, right? From the people, I've just aged myself if you remember the show Blossom, but she's also on Big Bang Theory, right? If you don't know what I'm talking about. So they've created a TV show where celebrities are competing to see who can produce the most compelling content from their homes. So a bunch of celebrities have actually gotten together and they're creating like a mini shows within shows, is the way Ja Rule described it. I didn't quite understand the premise of the show when I was trying to understand, but I can say that compelling, yes, it certainly got people talking. It got Twitter in a tizzy. But he said something in this article, y'all, and I want to know what you guys think, because y'all know how 50 Cent and Ja Rule doing. 50 Cent had fun making fun of this. But Ja Rule said, and I quote, "I'm a marketing genius, and all this is working exactly how I wanted to." Now, ladies, I want to remind you guys of the Fire Festival, in which all of these people spent money, thought they were going to have a luxury experience, and ended up on an island in FEMA tents with no food. They had cheese sandwiches, and this was his baby that he marketed. And now he's like, y'all, I'm a marketing genius. So I want to know, Shelly Shells was like, I gotta jump in here, girl. What you got to say?
So I mean, he is question. You don't even know the question. She said, and see, he said that he was a marketing genius, right? He is a marketing genius. He got all the people to pay a whole bunch of money to go to this island and eat cheese sandwiches and sleep in a tent. I mean,
I agree.
you know, his person that he had helping him really did mess him over. I do believe that. They dropped the ball somewhere. But if you're going to get people to spend money like that, and not a little bit of money, it costs a lot of money to go. I mean, I think he could be a marketing genius. I mean, he just don't have to follow through.
Okay, let me flip the question. I'm going to flip the question on you guys, because, I mean, I hear y'all saying y'all agree.
No, wait, I have something to say though.
Okay, go ahead.
I have a question. Was that in response to, particularly to 50 Cent, or was that just what he was saying?
That's just what he was saying.
Because, okay, I'm glad, because that he might think he a marketing genius, but there's nobody that is a bigger marketing genius than 50 Cent.
Preach it.
That's true.
50 Cent uses all his petty, okay, and I mean this with love, 50. He uses all his petty to get that dollar, okay? You know, I'm telling you, like, when he had this argument with his, I don't know if it was his producer or whatever, and the dude accidentally wrote 50 instead of 50, and 50 Cent made 50 t-shirts, and he sold the heck out of 50 t-shirts. Anybody who could do that is the real marketing genius, and I know they've had a few for a while, so all I could say is 50 still winning on that note. That's
Word.
all.
Have you seen the new 50 Cent commercial ad Instagram post with his hand sanitizer product?
Let me tell you.
Woo! Fire. Fire.
A marketing genius, okay?
50 Cent is a marketing genius. I 100% agree with you. All right, so my question for you ladies, You have a business. You want to market it. Ja Rule will do it for you. Do you trust him to promote or sell anything for you after the Fire Festival situation? Question mark. Shanika?
I don't know. Cause at first I'm thinking like, yeah, he can promote it. I'll get, some people he got fans still. He still got people that support him. He know more people than I know. So I would let him promote my business.
I have something I want to say, but I'm not going to say it on this call, girl, but go ahead.
I don't want people to take my business as a joke, though. So there's that. So I guess I wouldn't. I don't know. That's a hard one.
Shelly Shells, girl, what you going to do?
He ain't marketing for me. Unless it's something like a comedy show or something. Yeah, no. Unless I'm on a really tight budget and I really just need somebody to come through. But as much as I
don't charge you that guap. What are you talking about?
As much as I liked his commercial, nah, I couldn't have him. I couldn't have him marketing. I mean,
Like
his fan base, he still has a fan base, but he's not really relevant anymore. So I want somebody who's a little bit more relevant.
I mean,
didn't he quit? I think he quit that show.
Well, I don't know about none of that, but I don't know if I would let him market my businesses that would require for people to go somewhere. But if it's like, a product or something that I can show and be like, look, I have this thing. Then yeah, maybe I would let Ja Rule do it. Listen, I don't know. Would you guys let Ja Rule market what's that, Sister Chat?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. A show like this
to the channel. Yeah.
It's like about us showing up, not about him showing up. Like if he likes our show and he wants to tell people about it, go ahead, Ja. You could tell people. I'm with it.
And make it real funny so 50 respond too. Let's just get us all up in that mix.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I like that.
So sisterhood, I need y'all to send this to Ja Rule and let him know that we with it.
I was just listening to some of his music.
So Cece, what would you do?
It totally depends on the business. I have a couple of things going on. Look, if Ja Rule wants to come and be a part of some of the programs that I offer and really change and transform his life and then share with the world how Cece Chaney has helped him develop and grow and become a better man, word, yes, I will absolutely take that testimonial. I'm down for it. Like Cherie said, if it's something that has to do with traveling, I do have some things in the works where I'm working on when the world opens up, right? I want to host some workshops and things and have people go to physical places. Duke can't touch that. Duke can have nothing to do with people showing up for retreats. Sorry, not sorry.
Because I heard this thing one time, right? And it said, believe patterns, not potential. Believe patterns and not apologies. So, Ja Rule has created a little pattern with this. And I know it only happened once, Fire Island, but it happened one too many times. So now we're not going to create a pattern for you to do this. But, bruh, if you want to come and talk about this product that's already here, we can do that.
Word. So on that note, we're gonna stop there. We're not gonna get into the meth alligators this week, but we love you so much, sisterhood. Drop some comments for us. Let us know, is Ja Rule gonna represent your brand? Are you good with that? And who is the real Queen Bee? Let's talk about it in the comments. That is all the time we have for today on the comment of What's That?
Sister Chat.
Be sure to like and subscribe and join the sisterhood, and we look forward to chatting with you next week. Ciao.
Bye.